Micky Collins, so like it's been manager out the FA Cup first hurdle. What's your thoughts on that one?
Disappointed. First half performance not good enough. Didn't get to grips with them. They're a good side. Can't take nothing away from them. Wish them all the best in the next round. They're a very good side. We knew that before we played them. We just never got to grips with them. Too many players under par. Once we had a little whinge up at half time, we thought we'd secured it and got it right. And second half, we just switched off. Centre half and left back switched off. Kids gone in. Good little finish. 2-0 down was always going to be a mountain. And then we switched it up a bit, put a bit more pace up front. Andy got us back in the game. And really, I think you two are watching, I think we should have gone on and at least deserved the draw. Morgan's hit an absolute weldy off the post. Keeper's made probably 3 great saves, and we've skied 2. So, chances created, yeah, I think we deserved a replay minimum, but this level, you've got to take your chances, and you can't have 45 minutes where you don't play properly.
Is it fair to say that you didn't really start playing until you scored?
I thought we did okay up to that point. I thought the second half we came out and we let the goal in, and then we were like a little bit deflated. And then, yeah, you're right. As soon as we got that little bit of pace in behind and we turned them a little bit, and then straight away, Andy's gone in, should have scored before that. But the funny thing is, you look back on the highlights of it, and in the first half, Miles has had an absolute great chance to score, and the keeper's made a save with his feet, and possibly 2 foot to the left, it's a goal, and it's a totally different outcome. But teams like that, they're good. They're a good side. Taking nothing away from them at all. We just changed the way we did things second half a little bit, and you're right. As soon as we got the goal, I really thought we'd get the equaliser and maybe even go on and win it, especially when they went down to 10 men. But too little, too late.
How much priority did you place on the FA Cup? Because there's very good prize money even at this stage of the competition.
There's no prioritising anything. We don't go in there and say we won't try as hard as we do next week. Every single game you go to win, it's irrespective. We had a good little start to the season and we want to keep the run going. So we don't change anything. We just go out there and play the same way every week that we want to go out and win a game of football. Unfortunately, we're out the cup and we haven't got the prize money, which is disappointing for the club because it's nice. Everyone can say, you can concentrate on this and that, but no, you want to be in as many competitions for as long as you can. So, yeah, it's disappointing.
Obviously, they took the lead 32 minutes. How do you feel they won?
Poor, give the ball away in midfield. Too many touches again, give the ball away, never clear their lines. And then we haven't picked the runners up, which is what we were guilty of all the first half. And they've run off us, and to be fair, he shot through 4 people. Luke's got no chance, great finish. But we just weren't at it first half. We just weren't sharp enough. The boys were being told where to go and what to do, and they just didn't take on the instruction, which is what they've done since I've taken over here. And let's give them some credit and say, well, we've had a poor 45 minutes out of the amount of minutes we've played pre-season and start of the season. It's disappointing, but it happens. That's why we're in the league we're in.
How strong were the words at half time? Anyone walking past the dressing room would have heard you at the top of your voice.
You had a moan. Yeah, had a moan. First moan of the season.
Probably not the last.
No. Sometimes you've got to try and get your point across, and sometimes you try and talk to them and be sensible with it, and that's it. I'm a passionate person. I like winning, and I play a certain way, and I manage a certain way. And at the end of the day, when you ask people to do things and they don't do it, sometimes they've got to think for themselves. It's not, I said to them in there, it's not under 14s, under 15s anymore. We're adults, and at times you expect your more experienced players that have played a decent level to come to the fore and help the younger ones through it, and that hasn't happened. So sometimes you just have to tell them in no uncertain terms you're not happy, and that was it. And I thought, apart from the falling asleep second half, we got the reaction that we wanted, really.
Second goal, the chip from the 10 sort of killed it off a bit.
It wasn't the finish, to be honest. It was before that. We've just switched off. Matty's not tucked round. He's come in today, and he's probably off the pace just a smidge. He's been up in Scotland on trial up there with Kilmarnock, and come back from not having a contract renewed at Plymouth Argyle. So he's just probably matched sharpness, and as Judgy said, we've squeezed a little bit and we've just switched off, and that's it. And they've gone in and scored. They've probably switched off a couple of times, and we just ain't took the chances. So you can give them full credit,
You brought on Andy. He had a chance just before he scored, and what a finish to bring you back in the game.
Yeah, I think it was nerves. He's come on and he's all of a sudden bang. His open goal really goes in on the keeper and takes it in a bit further. He can just slot it in the corner, and he's panicked and had a bit of a dribble up. And then the second one, he's absolutely smashed it and finished it, which was great. But he's a young lad, He's not been at this level before, so we're nursing him in and just seeing how he is, And he's come on and done really well for us.
He certainly gave you something, didn't he, in that last half an hour?
Yeah, I thought they looked a bit leggy. I thought you know, last half hour, I just said it, you know, I know they went down to 10 with about like 15, 20 to go, but I thought even before that, I thought we stretched them a bit better. I thought we looked to playing behind them a bit more. The amount of balls that went in the box was ridiculous. Just them days, you know. I played them as a forward. Sometimes they don't go in the net, and that was how it was.
How do you feel the red card incident?
It was always going to happen. You know, you can't talk to referees like that. You know, I should know. And at the end of the day, he's committed 5 fouls. He's got a yellow card after 5 fouls, and then he's committed another 2. That's it. Once you get on the ref's back and you keep committing fouls, you're going to get yellow cards for it. You've just got to, in that position, you've got to calm down. And to be honest, it was probably part of my team talk at half time that we never got to grips with the guy early doors, and he bossed the game early. And then once Morgan was a little bit more physical with him in the second half, it proved what can happen.
You got frustrated as well by having 2 players ordered off for not wearing shin pads. Shouldn't they have been wearing shin pads before the game?
Well, they wore shin pads up to the game, and then in the start of the second half, I think one of them broke his shin pads. So he took the other shin pad off because he was uncomfortable, and then a very eager linesman, let's say, has spotted it, and they've had to come off, which is fine. I can fully understand that, but they've had the pads back in, and then he's took an eternity to bring them back on. I can understand why now, because he's explained it, because that obviously that had to be checked before they came back on, but he was rectified. He's you know, I thought he'd done well, the ref, to be fair, today. I thought he had a good performance.
Just 2 questions from me, and I'll let Steve carry on. Beckenham the other night, 2-0. What was that? Just sum up that performance.
Yeah, good performance. Stopped and playing. They're a good side, Beckenham. You know, they're like this team. They like to get the ball down. They like to play, and sometimes you've got to stop them. And that's what we never done today. And that's what we did against Beckenham. And then we took our chances against Beckenham. And to be honest, probably could have had 2 or 3 more. So, you know, a negative today. First 45 minutes. Probably after the second goal from there on in. I'm pleased to finish the game the way we did. Certainly the stronger side. And against Beckenham the other night, I thought we were really good. It was well, good value for our 3 points, to be fair.
And the Wells on Wednesday, I think they've gone out of the cup today.
I think one of the lads said they got beat by Holmesdale today, so they're out. So there's, you know, we'll have Wells home here. They'll be smarting to avenge the defeat, same as us. That'll be a good game. You know, Martin sets up well. He's clued up. He knows what he's doing, and you know, that'll be a good little battle. They've got some good players, and so have we. So yeah, it'll be nice down here Wednesday night. Shame it's a midweek game, and you know, blame the league for that fixture when it's an A21 derby. You'd like that to be on a prime bank holiday Monday, but never mind.